When you put your hand in my jacket, I'm thinking so irrational. You flew me international now. And we can spend hours reading the signals, but that's so unoriginal. What if we took this back to my house? Under all these lights, I gotta take a minute to calm down. But I feel like if I told you I was ready right this minute, do you think that it would turn you on? I just feel like you need to know. If I told you I was ready right this minute, would you just run off and tell someone? I just feel like you need to know. I don't wanna feel like we're wasting time. Tell me, should I go and call up a taxi? We can make out for a play in the backseat. Please tell me now how that all sounds. You can sleep in while I make breakfast, watch cartoons and talk about exes. And if you're happy, stick around. I just feel like this is worth the risk. I never felt a fire like this. If I told you I was ready right this minute, do you think that it would turn you on? I just feel like you need to know. If I told you I was ready right this minute, would you just run off and tell someone? I just feel like you need to know. Right here, right now, we're running out of things to talk about. Right here, right now, I'm about to let the truth come out. If I told you I was ready right this minute, do you think that it would turn you on? You tell me now. If I told you I was ready right this minute, would you just run off and tell someone? Keep my feet on the ground. If I told you I was ready right this minute, I just wanna go and lay you down. I just feel like you need to know. It's clear. If I told you I was ready right this minute, would you just run off and tell someone? To know. If I told you I was ready right this minute, do you think that it would turn you on?
Game one?
I'd guess so. Or maybe, I don't know. Maybe
I'm just
game
waiting
two.
for the feed to pop up to tell us who the players are. I'm excited, honestly. Lower ranked gameplay is actually really, really enjoyable to watch sometimes. They pull out some very unpredictable
here we
things.
go.
First map
All
is
right.
Icebox. All right. We have Milos, Carson, Heads, Valentine. I cannot see who the fifth person is through the VDC logo.
It looks like Monty, perhaps. The other side, Jaretti, M9 9500, Girls Waste XP, the sellout plays, and another
Vasi.
one. Yeah, it's a Vasi.
This might be Premier.
No, this is contenders.
Yeah, I just don't see those players in Discord. Maybe I'm blind.
It's all the way down.
Oh, it's game two. I see.
Yeah, it's game two.
All right, well, for the attacking team, team two, we've got Sova, we've got Omen, possibly a Sky, Neon, and Reyna. It's an interesting team comp for Icebox for sure.
Yeah, don't see Neon a lot on, especially not on Icebox. That is very interesting lock here.
Absolutely.
So far, just the Omen from the defense.
Then on defense, Omen's the only one locked, but they're hovering around on Viper. Oh, switching Viper for Jet. Viper's actually really strong on Icebox, believe it or not.
For sure.
Though I'm liking the team comp so far.
I am very interested to see how this Neon plays. I have not seen a whole lot of Neon on Icebox, besides my own valiant efforts in Unrated. So I am very interested to see where this goes.
Me as well. All right. I don't think we've seen much of these players yet, so I'm interested to see how they play.
Yeah, it looks like we have just loaded in.
All right. Looks like we got a couple of ghosts on the defending side here.
Yeah, we got an early A lean here as the buy phase is just going through.
I think my feed. got cut out, I think. Oh, there we go. There we go.
We are back.
We're back.
And now we've got back to a B side lean. We got both the duelists lined up for mid, and then we've got the rest of the comp lined up outside B long.
This is actually pretty interesting, as most Valorant players know you always go A site round 1 on Icebox.
Especially on Icebox.
Absolutely.
Oh, especially on Icebox.
All right, so
Really
we got an
smoky.
early B push coming in here. Omen looking to get a pick if you can find one.
A couple of early kills for the defense.
We got M9500 kind of lurking around in that hallway right there, hoping to catch one of them pushing out. Milos pushing through kitchen, trying to get some better positioning. Down goes the Reyna.
Spike down B.
We just have Omen left.
3v1 here.
Omen finding a pick on Milos. Unfortunately, couldn't clutch out the round.
Yeah, we had Tavasi there on the Reyna going through tube there, getting the 1 kill on the lurk, but couldn't convert it into more. And the early picks for the defense ended up giving them the round there.
It was a very solid round from Team 1, absolutely. Wondering to see if our attacking team here is going to force or not. Looks like they're just sticking with classics.
See a ghost in there. That's about it, though. Just hoping probably for a spike plant. Set up for a mid push here.
Absolutely. We have Carson over here holding B long. And Tavasi pushing early into kitchen, hoping to find a couple people, not expecting him there. Heads looking for the pick on Tavasi, unfortunately unable to secure it, giving Tavasi a Marshall. Carson taking a couple of shots. Not finding the pick on Sky, unfortunately. We have M pushing down tube.
Looks like they're kind of bottled up in kitchen here.
Yeah, they're bottled up in kitchen, playing really slow at the moment. Milos wrapping around, trying to see if he can catch one of them off guard. We got some shots from the Omen, tagging up Girls Waste XP a little bit. Milos creeping up on Sky. Sky with the pop flash, unable to secure the pick. We have M planting.
He's planting open here.
It's a pretty smart plant at the moment. Finding the pick on Milos. Great shot. It's a 1v1. Omen v Omen. And Monty able to secure the round, pushing up the rope with the Spectre.
Yeah, the attack side there with the, for sure. The attack side there with a really aggressive push into tube. Kind of stalled out for them, but they managed to find some picks and get back into the round and made their way onto B, got the spike down, had a chance to win that round, but ultimately pretty good economic damage and the spike plant. Fairly good round for the attack, all things considered, but it is 2-0 for the defense here.
Absolutely. Defenders managing to make a pretty good comeback in that round. Looks like we're leaning towards an A push here, which is, I believe this is the first time they've actually pushed A this round, or this game.
Been a lot of mid presence. That one B hit. Well, both ended up on B.
Tavasi peeking up belt. Oh, and he sees the head glitch. Gets an amazing head tap to secure the first pick of the round. He sees Milos, but he's unable to get any shots on him. The attackers slowly push up onto site. Sky readying up the flash. This might be big. Flash unfortunately not finding anybody. But Sky still gets the pick on the Omen. It's now left as a 2v3. 2v2 actually. As Milos finds a good pick on Sky.
Flank here. Oh, how does that miss? Oh no, tragedy
with a
there.
Great counter peek. Just leaving Milos versus a low health Sova and a full health Omen. Looks like
Yeah,
they're
and they're
backing
gonna-
off of site, rotating over to B. And Milos is going right with them.
30 seconds left.
The Omen player is way back here. Milos could catch a timing. Kind of hesitates in mid though, and the spike's going to go down.
Spike
It's going to be a
Yeah, Milos is
2v1
playing
here for
really
the
slow
attack
here.
side.
Creeping around, trying not to make any noise, not give away his positioning.
Definitely still winnable. Got full health, half shields.
Milos checking his corners. Pinging the bomb to try to draw him out, and Omen securing the round. Great first round from the attackers.
Definitely a good round there. They handled that flank really well, even with the missed shot, turned on it quickly, and made the quick decision to rotate to B, got the spike down, played the 2v1, won the round.
Absolutely, yeah, that rotate worked out pretty well for them.
Looks like we still got decent economy for the defense. Looks like a Guardian and a Marshal mixed in with
With some
trio of
vandals.
Vandals.
Yeah. Honestly, the
See-
Guardian could be big here. The Guardian is a highly underrated weapon, in my opinion.
Yeah, if you can get a couple head taps, definitely a good start to the round. A push coming in.
With the Omen teleport to get info. Neon trying to find a pick on the jet, but unfortunately the shots did not land. Milos finding a pick on Sky. Tried to get a second pick, but the Omen smoke came out, cutting off that sight line. It looks like we're getting a rotate to B yet again.
2 quick picks for the attackers. Neon changes coming in rough there. Immediately running out of the sprint. But it looks like the B site's pretty vacated. Carson only one close. The spike should go down. 3v5, not impossible.
Looks like Carson and Omen are walking up onto site. The Neon wall coming up, trying to obscure some vision, letting Neon push up a little bit. Neon pushing into yellow. Or Snowman. And unfortunately, Neon is unable to find any picks as they get head tapped by Valentine. Carson getting a beautiful 2K to clutch out the round and secure the round.
Yeah, the attack losing a couple early picks
play
there.
from
Tried to
Team
rotate
One.
to B. For sure. The attack got lost a couple early picks there. Rotated to B, got the spike down. Tried to get an aggressive play there from Neon to get back into the round. Couldn't find anything, and the defense playing as 5 retook the site clean.
Very
Got
clean.
the round.
Very clean. And it looks like we have a full buy from Team 1 here. Their eco is still doing pretty well.
Yeah, the attack side not quite as well. I see a Stinger,
Yeah,
a Marshall.
we've got Tavasi on the Stinger. Let's see how this goes for them.
Another fast mid play.
Monty getting picked off. We have M lurking in kitchen with the classics. Try to get a couple of eco picks here. Sky barely flashing him. Unfortunately, Heads gets the pick.
And that's Spike now stuck in the top of 2.
Enemy remaining.
Easy
We
flank
have
here.
Milos
Girls
flanking,
Race
getting
XP goes down.
a nice head tap. And it's just Sova on
It's
half
just-
health.
I feel like Jaretti here has been on half health every round by the end of it.
And
Oh!
Valentine didn't see him. And unfortunately, the whiff not letting him get the kill. Valentine securing the round.
Another attempt at that eco rush up tube from the attacking side. Worked a little better on round 2. They got a few more picks. Ended up losing that round anyway. This round, defense quick to rotate. 3 in the top of kitchen. Get the spike down on the ground and leaves Jaretti in a 1v4 and win the round.
Absolutely. We're gearing up for the
Attack
next
should-
round here, and it looks like Team 2 is going for an A push yet again. I wonder if they'll actually push onto site or if they're going to end up rotating again.
With the way this game has gone, I'm calling an early
Milos
rotate
pushing
here.
early into Ness. See if he can get a couple of picks. He saw Neon, and Neon's pushing onto pipes, narrowly avoiding Reyna. And Milos is just chilling here in Nest. Finds a pick on Neon. This misses away. Giretti getting picked off, unfortunately. Great head tap from Sky. Milos finding another one.
Spike down A.
He's going to keep his positioning here to try to get a third. He finds the third. Beautiful round.
That was an incredible round from Milos on the Reyna and Heads on the Jet. Good bait and switch there. Milos gets the pick, dismisses out, Heads there for 2 trades, and Milo goes in on the late lurk and cleans up the last 2, and that should put the attack side, could put the attack side back on
Another
an
save
eco
round.
here.
Well, we see
Got one
Neon.
Vandal
Neon
out.
bought a Vandal.
Could always sell that back.
They've got their ults too. We have a lot of ults online. We haven't really seen a lot of people use them yet.
Both Skies, the Chamber ult from the defense, Sova ult from the attackers.
Hopefully
Neon
these
ult
ults
and
come
both
in and
Reyna
make a big
ults.
difference this round. We have Tavasi rushing in with a classic and a leer. The Sky ult's coming out to get some info. The pop flash not getting anybody. Unfortunately, not getting a lot of mileage out of that. We have the attacking team pushing onto site. Tavasi unfortunately getting picked off by Milos.
Spike down.
Not able to get any damage on him either. And Sellout getting picked off by Heads. This is looking to be a close round.
One enemy remaining.
M with the Sheriff shot, bringing it to a 1v2.
Enemy remaining.
Heads picking up Sova, bringing it into a 1v1. Let's see if M can clutch this.
And with the big health advantage in this one.
Just one well-placed shot to the head can end the round. And Heads picking up a third.
Heads with a big clutch there. The attack actually got the first 2 picks on that eco, but careful and calm play from Heads and the Sky player got them back into the round and gave them a chance to get Heads into that clutch situation, and Heads wins it out. And that's going to put
Beautiful
us
play from
6-1 for
Heads
the
there.
defense.
The attacking team needs some momentum here. They need to win a couple of rounds to get a momentum shift.
For sure. We've got a Chamber ult as well coming out from the defense this round. Attackers set up once again mid-B split.
And we have Milos pushing out into A early. The Sova ult almost tagging Carson. Carson able to teleport away just in time to not get hit. He's bringing out his Tour de France. Tour de Force.
You see a bit of the Sova nerfs coming in there. The dart only tags twice now, so when Carson teleports away with the rendezvous, no more tags to come through, can't follow with the ult anymore. Another lurk up tube coming here.
Milos not spotting the player sitting on the ramp right there. Still gets the pick. We have a lot of players
Chops
just
him
holding
in.
angles right now. Giretti finding a beautiful pick on Monty. And unfortunately unable to get the second on Milos. Leaving the defenders with another round.
We've really seen a lot of frags coming out from the defensive duelist duo here of Heads and Milos. I'd be interested to get a peek at the scoreboard. They've both been putting up quite a few, couple multi-kills. Definitely secured some rounds here.
Absolutely.
Attacking side's still with the buy here. They're set up in mid. They've still got a couple of ults. Few ults. Well, almost all of their
Almost
ults
all of
actually
their
to play
ults,
off of.
actually.
Caught myself looking at the wrong team there.
And we're not seeing a lot of
Another
ults come
fast
out
movement.
from Team 2. I guess they're not feeling the confidence to use them, and they don't want to waste them, so they're just holding on to them. We have Valentine
That Sky ult especially.
hanging out around under tube. Tavasi pushing up tube. And Monty almost finding a pick on Sky. Unfortunately, getting head tapped before they can really do a lot of damage.
See if the offense can convert this. They've gotten a few early picks, but they've struggled to turn it into rounds so far.
We have M in Snowman trying to see what he can find. Great shot from Carson.
Spike dropped in tube again.
And
Milos gets
M is
another
coming up
pick on
behind a
A.
lot of
2
them right now.
more.
M whiffing. Oh no. You hate to see it. That could have been huge.
The attacking side there, really, they got that first pick and they're just split all over the map. Milos gets 2 on A again, and the round just goes down the drain. Spike ends up left in tube from the 2K also coming out of Carson, and attackers just really cannot find a round here, no matter what they
can't
seem
get
to do
their
in the early
groove.
round.
They need to play together a little bit more, I think. I'm seeing them spread out a lot.
Set up again for the A hit. Let's see if they can keep it coordinated, keep it clean.
Another
On the
eco
eco,
round.
unfortunately.
Absolutely. Monty playing aggressive up in his smoke.
Heads
Let's
primes
see
to
if Heads
dash
can
here
get a couple of
into-
picks here. Pushing through tube. And the Neon ult, oh, getting shut down by Heads. Heads pushing out to find the Omen.
Heads is feeling himself.
The confidence from Heads is just leading into so many picks.
Player standing. Spike
Now it's a 1v5. Getting the pick on Monty. And almost finding a pick on
Traded
Milos.
out.
Unfortunately getting
Duelist
shut down
duo-
by the Reyna ult.
The duelist duo again. I think they struck for all 5 there, at least 4. Just catching all the picks for the defense, and the offense still just cannot find a rhythm. Looks like they're going to try to pull out the op here. Neon op on the
On
attack. See if they
offense.
can get anything
It's an
going.
interesting pick. Let's see. Like you said, let's see if they can get anything going here.
Really spread default.
The op on offense can be really useful peeking belt on A site.
Looks like that might be the plan.
Looks like a split push here. Neon gonna peek belt, a couple going mid, a couple going B.
Oh, Heads has could have a
And
timing here
Tavasi
pushing down
with an
to
early Reyna ult. Heads making the same play he made last time. And we have Carson
Carson
holding
there.
kitchen.
There's a lot of almost catches on crosses here. Finally, the Sky player for the defense catches a couple, walking onto B site, gets one, gets a lot of damage onto Tavasi the Reyna.
Tavasi coming in, getting that heal off the ult by killing Valentine.
Spike planted.
He's kind of playing a little careful. He might get seen by Carson, and Carson misses it. Tavasi finding a great pick on Carson, bringing the round to a 2v3.
Enemy remaining.
Milo shutting down the Reyna ult. It's just Jaretti. And Monty picking up the final kill, securing the round. Really turning this half into a steamroll.
Really, how many times have we seen Jaretti left in a 1vx? It feels like
Yeah,
at
it feels
least
like
4.
Jaretti is the final one alive almost every round.
Last round.
Tax side
poor
had a
Sova.
chance there. They got it to a 3v3 post plant, but just Milos on the Reyna again coming through, getting a key pick. Cleaned up by the Omen player for the defense, and they get another round 10-1 here. And the attack side, one last force up. I see an Odin coming out from the attackers. They're really
They're-
reaching for anything here.
Hopefully the Odin works out for them,
Let us hunt.
and they can get another round before the swap. Carson holding B long, but it doesn't look like he's going to be able to find anybody. It doesn't look like anybody's actually pushing down B long. Looks to be a heavy
Going for
mid
that
push
mid play.
here. Reyna leading with the Odin, and unfortunately Carson peeks out, and gets the pick.
Now they're bottled
Carson
up
looking
again.
for a
Both duels
second.
down.
Carson finding a second pick on Omen,
Enemy remaining.
and the amazing head tap with the headhunter. Absolutely beautiful aim coming out from
Oh,
Carson here.
oh,
Unfortunately,
wow.
getting hit by the Sova ult.
Oh,
Sova yet
that's
again unable to clean up the
tragic.
round. That was a valiant effort.
That Sova ult was so smart, so good. I thought Jaretti had that after that, had a bit of a timing on Milos, but couldn't get the shot in. And now the attack side ends up getting the final round there, and the defenders now, previous attackers, they found the gap in the defense there. They went under tube. There was nobody watching it, but they got bottled up again when the trade started coming through. Couldn't quite get to site. Eventually worked it down to a 1v1, but just couldn't get it to come
He
through.
just couldn't finish.
Now it's an 11-1 half, and I think the only round the attack side picked up in that half was the anti-eco.
Yeah. It's looking like Team 2 here is going to have to win essentially 12 rounds in a row to make this comeback. Sovidar getting
Got
some
it.
early intel. We have Neon hiding in Nest. Let's see if she can find any picks.
Doesn't look like the attackers are clearing this, but they do get the first pick. They do get the second pick as well. Duelist Duo at it again.
Neon still just hiding out in Nest, waiting for the perfect opportunity to strike. Although if they wait too long,
Player standing.
Neon finding a pick on Milos,
Now left
leaving it into a
1v4 though.
1v4, and Carson cleaning it up with a classic right click.
Again, just for this attack side, this Duelist Duo has been outstanding, and Carson as well on the chamber, I think, has been racking up pretty good frags. That Duelist Duo gets the first 2 picks, and the Neon Lurk and Nest just never didn't come in time, and by the time he turned and got a pick, it was
It was a 1v5 at that
2v4?
point. Yeah,
2v5?
something like that. The odds were very much so against Neon.
Defense now has to force up whatever they can against game point here, map point.
This could be it.
Looks like a mid play.
Tavasi coming out with the Marshall. Almost finding the
got
head
double
tap,
Marshalls
but
here.
he didn't peek. And with the Stinger. The Stinger
pick.
finding a pick on Milos. And Monty finding a counter pick on M. This is so close. And the Bucky not getting the pick, unfortunately.
3v3 still. Defense still has a chance in this one.
We've got Sky healing up Team 1.
Oh, Heads
And
gets
Team
pick
2
here.
Sky is also getting a heal in. Heads getting a beautiful pick on Tavasi, leaving it into a 3v2. With bomb down on A. Let's see what they can do.
Looks like the Neon's going to come in from the flank side. The Sky's still working back through mid. This could be a disjointed push. And with this Omen here at jail, I'm not sure. I don't see if this is possible. We'll have to see a huge play coming out of the side of the defense here if they can
Absolutely.
keep this game going.
Neon now should have known where Omen was from that flat, or from the smoke. But Omen peeking out from behind and getting the pick on Neon, turning this into a 1v3. And that is game.
Attackers win.
Beautiful
Attack
performance
side.
from Team 1. Absolutely dominant.
That attack side for sure. Huge dominant performance. The Duelist Duo, Carson on the chamber, just excellent performances all around. I couldn't catch a glimpse at the final scoreboard, but I have a sense that possibly every player on that side was positive. Just thorough outplaying, unfortunately, for Team 2 there.
Absolutely. That was a very fun match to watch.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was.
All right, I think we're going to go on break here in a second. All right, and we're back with another match.
This time we are journeying to the Master Tier, I believe. We've got a game coming up here. I know Tricente's in it.
Yeah,
Trying to
I've played
scroll
with
now
a
to
couple of these
find.
players before, and I think we're going to have an interesting match coming up. Tricente can be very, very cracked. I've seen him pull off some insane, like absolutely nuts head taps and 4Ks and clutches. Like, I'm going to be looking out for him this game.
Back
Icebox
to
again.
Icebox. I am hoping we get a bit of a longer game this time. Had a short one last time, 14 rounds, start to finish, about as few as you can go. And we're into Agent Select here.
We have an
An
early
immediate
Reina lock
insta-lock
off of
Reina.
IDK. I'm seeing a Viper from the defending side. Ezra.
Yeah, we'll see if that comes through. We actually didn't have a Viper in the last game, I don't think, at all, which is pretty unusual for
Unusual
Icebox.
but refreshing, because I feel like Viper is a staple on Icebox. We have a Viper on the attacking team as well with Neptune, or NPTN. I believe it's supposed to be pronounced Neptune.
It is Neptune, I believe. And yeah, I think Master Tier players, a bit higher rank here, probably a bit more invested in the Agent meta, which
can definitely
something-
provide some better team comps.
though in something as unorganized as this, or relatively unorganized as a specific combine match between
Yeah.
10 players from the same tier, could mean more or less. We got a KO hover coming in. That Killjoy is still staying locked down. Looks like they're going to opt to not go towards the chamber, and somebody's not hovering.
Tricente on chamber, Jex on KO. Looks like we have a full team on attacker side already picked out. Ezra switching off Viper and giving it to I don't know how to pronounce that, I'll be honest.
Well, it looks like we've got the locks coming through. We've got KO, Viper, and Sova for both sides. The defense side here, starting on the defense side here, we've got Zay Jester on, or maybe just Jester on
Jester.
The Killjoy, and Nelly Boy 18 on the Jet. Coming on for the attack side, IDK, of course, with that Reina that was locked in very quickly, and Tricente on the chamber.
And honestly, I think that Reina is going to be a really good pick. Reina's one of Reina's best maps is Icebox.
We will for sure see. We do have the KO on both sides. Tricente is going to be a little unhappy to see that there with the chamber.
Absolutely. KO's knife being able to shut down any and all abilities of the agents within its radius.
All right, so we have the Killjoy setting up on A site here. Looks like a trap setup for the plant is coming in. Molly on default. Attack side, not committed anywhere yet. Still walking out of spawn. Might be lined up for a mid push. Might
They
be
are
lined up for
grouping
an
up
A push.
outside of mid. Might be a split mid to A.
So here we go. Viper Wall is set up to go to mid here, and it does come through. Looks like they're going under tube here quick. Nelly Boy 18 going to get tagged down a bit, and the offense is just rolling through. They get the first pick for Neptune. Ezra trades back through the smoke. That tag gets a lot of people, but can't get any trades for it.
And
Gonna get the
Ezra,
pick.
unfortunately,
Oh,
getting
cannot
picked
get the
off.
kill.
Mac looking
go
to see
two
if
for
he can
two here.
find a couple of picks here.
Spike planted.
We got the 3v3 post plant. We got, oh, there's a quick pick. 2 quick picks coming in for the attack, and now it's left in the 1v3. Mac gets the first. Reloads in. Both players now playing towards yellow. The KO now drifts back towards long. Has to clear all these angles, though. Doesn't know if there's anyone on spike. Doesn't know if anybody's still playing around danger. Knife towards Snowman. Not going to get any tags. Has to clear it still. And does.
Team 2 just
like they're
holding
playing for the
back and
cap.
playing time. He finds one of them, unable to really get any damage off on him.
Oh, this is so hard. Gets one, can't
Mac
get
getting
both.
traded
Neptune
by
cleans it up.
Neptune.
That'll be the round for the attack. First round comes in there. That mid push.
That
got
was
them
very
through.
close. The mid push was pretty successful there, actually.
It was those picks that came in just after the plant that ended up securing them the round.
Absolutely.
3v3
I
going
like
into
the way
post
Mac
plant.
used his util, though. Throwing the grenade into the pocket on B site to clear that. His knife into Snowman. See if anyone was hiding back there. Kind of eliminated a few different points of entry where the attackers could be defending the bomb.
It's definitely a valiant attempt at the clutch there, the 1v3. Couldn't get it to come through, unfortunately. The attacking side played it well, played back, played for the spike. And it looks like they're setting up for the A hit here.
IDK
Killjoy set up
chilling
here.
on pipes.
We've got the Killjoy set up here. Biggest threat, probably. We've got a Frenzy coming out from Mac. Might pop through, gets tagged by the drone, but does
Mac
get the
with a
first pick on the
beautiful
IDK. And we'll actually get the second. How does he get 2 there? Trades aren't coming through. The attack side is now stalled, stuck behind this Viper wall at 410. Neptune pushed up. Is going to get 1. They're going to get 2 back now. The round's
Can he
starting
get
to
the
come
third?
through. There's 3, 4. Round should be able to be cleaned up now. Just Nelly Boy 18 here on Generator.
And nobody
gonna
checking
get
the corner.
A free one here. We'll get the first. Dash right into the wall, and Neptune
Nelly
will clean it back out with the
unfortunately
3K.
getting tapped through dice.
That will come through for the attack. It got dicey early, and it got dicey late with that not clearing of Generator there, but they
Yeah,
managed
you
to
really
clean
got
it
to
up,
learn to
salvage
clear your
round.
corners, or else stuff like that can happen.
Just I guess in the chaos of all those trades that came through, they lost track of the Jet player, and Nelly Boy gets a free one, but can't get away with the round.
It looks like
It'll be
they're
2 for the
saving
attack
here.
side. Yeah, they're going to try to bonus what little they have. They have the Viper's Pit actually online. Neptune's gotten a lot of frags early, and I think a Spike Plant went down once maybe.
Yeah, that Viper's pick could be huge.
He's got a judge, so if they can get onto site and get the spike down, that's a big threat. Threatening back towards A again. Viper setup or Killjoy setup again on this site, but just Mac on the KO in the back.
Playing pretty passive here, not pushing out at all, kind of holding their angles, waiting for the attacking team to make a move.
KO ult instantly popped in response. IDK's pushed up and left alone. Walks back into the
finding a
molly,
pick on
gets
IDK.
picked off.
Trisente unfortunately whiffing a couple of shots here, getting picked off by Sova.
It's 2 early picks there for the defense.
And
but
Neptune getting traded, but getting a high value pick with his Ghost. Shuts down all KJ util.
But that was the Viper's Pit. Now I just in the 4v2 here, it's going to be hard. We're going to need a big play out of the attacking side. They don't have that Viper's Pit to fall back on.
Max just kind of rotating between a couple of angles here. Finding the Sova,
Like
not getting the
dashing
pick,
forward.
and getting the final pick on Jex to secure the round. Beautiful 3K out of Mac.
Yeah, big 3K there. And the stall, IDK just running up. Bit desynced from the team, gets caught, and that leaves the attacking side in shambles, and Matt gets a few to pick off and clean up the round, and attack side can't convert the bonus, but they still have a full buy behind this, and they still have the Viper's Pit, which I'm sure they'll
Absolutely.
be hoping to use as soon as possible, but they are looking to get that spike plant first.
It looks like they may be pushing B here. Maybe a split push from B and mid. Ezra with the
That Viper
early
wall might
recon
be
dart.
going up again.
Try to get some intel. Not sure if it picked anybody up.
They've got the poison orb in mid, so they could cross the tube, at least threatening it.
We have-
Neptune will cross, but won't push for now.
Neptune's thinking about pushing up through tube. And slowly making his way up there.
There's no chamber on the defense here, so there's no trip in the top of tube. There's nothing to watch this. He's
There's no
lurked
real
up here
danger of
clean, and
being
they're gonna have to
spotted.
clear this.
Neptune getting
Yeah,
a
they'll
free
have-
push into kitchen. Getting shut down by Nelly. Nelly gonna hold the angle. Possibly find one on Sova.
IDK on the arena gets picked off on A again, completely alone. And now we're left in this 2v5. Trisente and the KO player behind, trying to push back up through mid. Spot Desert gets the headshot. There's a follow-up here from Jester to Phil.
Jester getting detected by the KO knife. Still holding the angle, being a little cheeky. Seeing if he can get a quick pick.
Trisente's looking for it. This fight could be important.
There's Trisente getting
Better
picked
angle for
up by
Jester.
Jester. And we have Viper on B site.
It'll be Jax here in the 1v4. Oh,
Finding an amazing shot
Nelly
on
Boy
Nelly.
whiffs. But there's no time here. It looks like the call is going to be to save. There's going to be the 0 point. Gets the tag. Going up through tube. Will get the cleanup on Jester. Good damage here, but there should be no way to win this round. Both defenders are just going to hide, take their time. Jax
Jack's
looks like
doing
they
a
won't hunt
great
him
job
down.
about destroying their eco a little bit. Taking out, what, 3 people there?
They took down 3 in the end, and Jax will survive, carry the gun through. I don't think the attack will have enough behind that to full
to
buy
full buy
here. They
with
haven't
him.
been able to get a whole lot of spike plants, especially in the last 2 rounds.
At least we have
Defense,
one Vandal
oh.
on the team that can kind of be traded around. If Jex gets picked off in a safe spot, they can grab the Vandal and make use of it still.
There's definitely been some uncoordinated play from the attacking side, though. We'll see if they can stick together more this time. IDK, especially on that Reyna, has been caught in a couple disjointed pushes on A.
And the Sova drone immediately getting destroyed by the endpoint, the 0 point.
2 players on the defense here. There's no call to rotate yet. It seems like they don't know this push is coming. Attack side could get a pretty easy plant down here if they just push up, but they're all hovering back around yellow. Taps the spike, no plant comes through. 2 players for the defense sitting on the other side of that Viper wall, and this plant's not coming in, and now the defense is rotating, and there's going to be the first pick
Viper
for the
with a
Viper,
double
second
kill.
pick. Sente gets a trade.
Unfortunately,
Neptune
Viper is
catches-
unable to find a third.
Yeah, Neptune catches his opposite there. Now we're back in the 3v3. Still going to be hard to get the spike plant down, and Ezra will get the pick there on Neptune, trying to walk up with the spike. But the Sova players trade off again, and now it's back into the 2v2. And Jex is going to get a pick. It's a 2v1, and Nelly Boy 18 going to get tied with a 0 point. Now left alone in the 1v2.
Without his abilities
Both
as
players,
well.
yeah, both players pushing up here. Doesn't quite get tied by the dart. Will get the free
Amazing
kill.
shot on Sova.
Better angle.
Now it's a 1v1.
Checks. No.
And Nelly able
Boy
to find
loops
the
around,
final
gets the
pick to
kill.
secure the round.
The attacking side had a chance there to get the spike down, but they didn't know it and they wouldn't push up. Never got the spike plant, and it ended up biting them. Nelly was able to hold that angle on
Nelly
where they had to push
getting a
up to get the
beautiful
spike.
clutch. Just having superior positioning and aim at the moment.
Yeah, and that's a pretty big breaking round there. Looks like the attack will be able to buy again, but I think if the defense had lost that because of the losses in the previous couple of rounds, they might not have been able to carry through a buy here.
All right, let's see how this round goes. It's like mostly an A push here from the attacking team.
That poison orb's been coming out from the attack side Viper every round in mid. And Tricente's
IDK
holding
pushing up on pipes yet
push.
again. Looking to find an early pick.
IDK's way up again. Not really any support behind this. They're close, but they're not with him. It's going to be crucial that he gets a pick here.
IDK.
Okay. Oh, the
on the
Viper's pick
site.
comes out early. And IDK's actually managed to get enough space here to push both of the defenders off the site. And with the combination of the Viper's pit and the KO ultimate, they're going to be able to get the spike down here. The null command coming through.
And we got
First pick, second pick goes to IDK from under
IDK
Rafters.
finding
I
a
believe gets
third.
the third as well.
Player standing.
Jester drops down. Jex is going to get that pick. And now it's just Ezra left in the 1v5. IDK with a forward position here has to get this pick.
and
to start it
IDK
out.
finding the
Cannot.
fourth pick. A beautiful 4K. Absolutely controlling the round. Making so much space for their team. Paired with that Viper's pit.
Yeah, that time, actually, that early push, that early presence, and that forward aggression.
Yeah, and Jester
the
was
Reyna
was
of
hanging out
IDK.
on Rafters that whole time. Was unable to see him because he was just hiding underneath. He was able to push through the
Yeah.
screens and get a really strong position.
Gets them the round, also buys them enough space just to get the Viper's pit down to begin with. And we're actually seeing an interesting change here, perhaps, from the defense, because they've been playing really far off of B long here. Might just be a dart and run away, and it looks like it will be.
It looks like it is. Ezra not really looking
First
to take
pick
the risk.
immediately. That was a fight in mid that came instantly, and it'll go to the Sova player of the attacking side. Mac comes into Phil looking for a push through this poison orb. And the Viper player of the defense with the Guardian here, looping back around past Orange back to the site.
Tricente holding here for a possible rotate. And Tricente finding a pick on Mac through the blind.
It looks like the attack side's actually going to head back towards A here, and they're going to have this site pretty much for free, except for the Killjoy utility. The pressure on B has been so immense the whole team is here, but they have still left 2 players on yellow that have to get out of here at some point. Defense will need to find these 2 picks if they're going to compete in this round. Attacker's still really slow to get up on A, though.
And unfortunately, KJ is a little bit too far away from her util to be able to activate it. So they're just going to have sight for free.
Player standing.
Oh, and those are 2 huge picks for the Sova player.
KJ
The
with
attack
a
side
nutty
Jester will
head tap.
trade it out. We'll trade it out, but it's a 1v4 here, and they're all pushed up into defense
Jester has
spawn.
such
There
low
should
health.
be no way.
Yeah,
And
IDK
there is
pushing
no
up,
way.
getting a little greedy, but finding the pick.
that early pressure, those 2 early picks in mid, I think for the attacking side really just bought them the space and
It bought
sold
them
the B
the
fake
space,
really
and
hard.
it kind of shook up the defending team. They really didn't know how to regroup after that, and they all just kind of got picked off at B. Meanwhile, the attackers were taking spike A.
Yeah, I'm not totally sure how those 2 frags came in for the attacking Sova, but it's entirely possible that the defense heard spike go down, immediately turned, and got timing, both shot in the back, perhaps.
We have an early Viper wall on B long. Defending team
Actually got a
expecting a
save for the
B push
defense.
here.
We've actually got a save from the defense, looks like.
We got Neptune pushing up into B long. Meanwhile, the majority of the attacking team is still in mid.
IDK is pushing up on A alone again, clears out jail, will clear out the attacking side of A main, and is now crossing through past
Viper
Ooh,
finding a
big
sick head
headshot.
tap on at the enemy Viper. Neptune getting absolutely folded.
It'll be traded out by 1788L on the Sova. And
Killjoy
IDK
ult
has
coming out
sold
here.
an A hit here. Dies to the Killjoy utility, actually, but that'll get the lockdown to come out.
The lockdown's pushing Trisente back off of site, completely stopping their push.
They still got the KO set up in B long. They have control of this. It looks like that's actually where they're heading, but without the Viper alive, they're not going to be able to get an easy plant here. They're going to have to push up. Tricente's lurking through mid.
Trisente
Viper
about
player
to come into contact with KJ. Gets a couple of shots on her. Meanwhile, we have Viper still holding on to B. Is he going to push the
He
plant?
just run out with this spike.
And he
Oh,
pushed
but
the
Jet
plant, but he got-
saves him.
Yep. The plant was being covered by Jax.
And now Mag, just misses the timing, but Tricente can't turn fast enough. He's going to go down, and that'll leave it in the 3v2 for the defending side. They could pop the null command here if they're worried about the Hunter's Fury, and they will. And that's going to force the attackers to push back up. We've got Jex here in the close. Going to get the first, but going to get traded out by Ezra.
Mac in a great
now Mac with a
position.
better angle. Will
Cleaning
clean
up
up,
the
the
round.
round. Yeah, and the defense will get the defuse in here. It got dicey. It actually got dicey for the attackers. They got thrifted there
It did.
by the defense.
The defense coming out with 2 Vandals. That's going to be a great boost to their eco.
Couple of key picks there, specifically the pick on Tricente.
That was huge.
He was trying to catch a lurk up tube and just couldn't get the timing. Found himself surrounded by 3 players. Goes down. And also IDK dying on A site to Killjoy utility. Not quite sure how that happened. I figure some damage must have come in from the defending side's weapons, but that was a huge death as well. I believe that gave a Vandal to the KO player for the defense.
We've got
carried
Nelly
the
on
run
B
through.
long with an op, looking to find a pick there, but it doesn't look like the attacking team is even pushing B at the moment. Looks like majorly a push here.
That's a huge amount of map control. They know that the attacking side aren't on B site, aren't even threatening B long right now. And the attackers have been favoring mid pressure a lot, and they will continue to do so as they slowly clear out A main as well. And the defending Viper will get the kill on IDK on the Reyna there. First pick goes to the defense.
Neptune hoping to find a pick here, just kind of peeking very tight angles, trying not to expose himself too much. Jax picking up the spike, possibly considering a rotate. Team 1's still pretty spread out. There's been no confirmed site.
Slow push here. Tricente is going to peek the Viper, and Viper is going to get a second one here in mid. This mid control is huge for the defense. Now the 3-man push from the attack is going to come onto A site. And they get it through here. They're walking into the swarms. The nano swarms will come through, push them back off site, and another kill for the Viper. It's just going to leave 1788L here in the 1v4. You can't even get the first. That is a 4K for the defending Viper. Huge round, huge mid control.
Absolutely
and it carries
huge
it
round.
through.
Flawless. Their ego is going to be very good from here on out for the rest of the half.
Attack side still has a full buy behind this. Even after getting thrifty and losing the subsequent round. Must have had a bigger bank than we expected.
Right.
Looks like they might be set up to challenge this operator on B long, but Nelly possibly, no, just trying to jump up on top of yellow, perhaps.
Looks like
Gonna
Sova's
settle for a
gearing up
lower
to send
angle.
a recon dart down there. Recon Dart
First shot
not
goes
picking up
wide.
anybody. Nelly still holding these angles. Might be able to get a pick here as they're gearing to push into B long. Jack's
Jack's gonna
getting
try to
ready
pop
to float.
flash here, and it goes behind the box, and he's gonna
Nelly
get the
getting
free
a
kill
pick
there
on
for Nelly Boy
Tresente.
18. But the push through mid comes through. IDK gets 2, and now they can pivot back towards the A side. But Mac gets 2 in mid, and now it's a 2v2 as Sova now gets 2, and that's going to open up the A site again, but for sure this time. And that'll leave Nelly Boy 18 in the 1v2 with the operator here. Trying to hold a mid angle, but the push is not going to come, and this drone's clearing the wrong side. It's clearing spawn, but not clearing mid.
We see Nelly drop the op in favor of a Vandal. Playing maybe
creeping
closer
up.
angles here.
Oh, this is...
Sova revealing where he is by throwing out that dart. Getting info on Jet. Jet's pushing the Sova, and Jet gets an amazing head tap to secure the round. Wait, wrong
secure
team.
the first pick.
Yes, secure
It's
the first
1v1
pick.
here. Jack's playing in Nest here for the 1v1. Has the Molly if he looks to use it, as Jet will clear out the back of the site, taps the spike once. Jack's peeking out a little bit, but Nelly Boy 18 can't get it, and time's running down here. Gets full flashed on the stick, and Jax will clean it up.
Absolutely.
Nelly Boy 18 definitely had a chance there with the shoulder of Jax showing, but couldn't get the shots through. Jax retreated back in a nest, and then the time pressure forced Nelly Boy to stick, and Flash came through in an easy kill there.
This has been a really even half so far. We've got a lot of ults online for Team 2. We have Sova ult, Reyna ult, and KO ult.
Interestingly, we haven't seen a second Viper's Pit. That first Viper's Pit came out a while ago, but we haven't.
Looks like Viper's getting ready to Viper Pit
Neptune
B
get
long
going.
right off the bat, try to push them off of B, discourage any sort of B long push.
And you can see they're actually not pressuring mid this round.
It
They've
looks
been
like
pressuring mid a lot on the
push on
attack.
A.
Just a single lurk from Neptune and a big push up to A. Let's see if they can get onto this site fast. Catch the defense napping here, but they do have the rotate from the defense, from the Sova on the defense. It's going to be a 4v3 on site.
Neptune
No
and
command comes
Jet
through, and
just
that's pushing
narrowly
everyone
crossing
back.
paths.
Yeah, and that's going to get the spike down, and Neptune's lurked all the way.
All the way to B. Neptune possibly getting a pick on KJ. This could be huge. Neptune on the flank, finding a lot of them. Neptune getting picked off by the defending team's Viper.
IDK might be overheating here a bit, trying to get the last two here. Gets a headshot on Nelly Boy, but it's through the wall, can't get the pick. And that's suddenly, now we're suddenly in a 2v2, as the defending Viper will get the pick on Tresente, who was also pushed up. The wall comes through from the Viper, and an early Sova ult. Time is becoming an issue for the defense here, but this is still
barely
winnable.
Missing Nelly.
Not planted for the attackers here, but Nelly Boy is not holding up close enough. And
Jack's getting the final kill
through
through the smoke to secure the round.
I gotta wonder what Nelly Boy was doing there. Did Nelly Boy not think there was time for the defuse? Why was he running off site? He should have been holding there for his teammate for the Viper to defuse. But Jex ends up getting the last two on those exposed players, and round goes to the attack, 6-5 up, and now that Viper's Pit has come back online. They used a lot of ults there, but they won the round.
It's the end of the half as well, so the ults had to get pulled out eventually.
Looks like mostly full buys here. I do see an Odin coming in, I believe, on the defense, and there's a Bulldog on the attack side. Did I see that right, or was that on the defense?
I'm not quite sure. This Viper's Pit could come in clutch here for Team 2.
Especially as they pressure towards mid. If they get Ezra down early, that's most of the answers to the Viper's Pit gone in the Recon Dart and the Owl Drone.
We have IDK pushing up.
Walking up. Ezra's holding the wrong angle. This should be a free kill. Whiffs it. And
with
Ezra's
the
going
whiff.
to get the kill. That's insane, but Tresente gets the trade.
Shot. Getting tagged by the Sova Dart.
Round resets. Back down to a 4v4 as the attack pressuring mid still, has a lot of mid control, but crucially didn't get control of Kitchen.
And it looks like Viper is creeping onto A. Hopefully planning to put down her Viper Pit. Post plant.
We've got the KO supporting this, but the Chamber and the Sova both still sticking. Now Nelly Boy's
Nelly
going to go on a
early
walk
push.
here. He's going to get the first. He's going to try to get the orb, and he goes down to Jex. What are you grabbing
goes
the
the
orb
Viper
there for?
Pit. Viper Pit offline
And-
now.
Yeah, and the defending Viper just saw the attacking Sova in mid, but the call doesn't come through.
And Ezra with a
We're
really
going to trade
sick head
Sovas
tap.
here.
Now it's just
And now
Jex.
that, yeah, that leaves Jax in the 1v2, and
Jex
again, the
gets picked
defending
off from
Viper
behind.
comes through.
These
Yeah.
lurks from the defending side have been really impactful.
That'll leave us at a 6-6 half. It looks
This
like
is
the
even as
attack
it
had
gets.
some space there. It looked like the attack had some space there, and with that pick that came in from, I believe, 1788L on the Sova, I really thought the round was going to swing, but the trade came through, another trade came through in mid, and that left the defending Viper, now attacking Viper, the chance to clean up the round, did so, and now we come out of a 6-6 half.
I'm interested to see how Team
So
1
you
will
flip
do on
sides.
attack here.
I am as well. You kind of favor that Killjoy perhaps a little more than the Chamber on the attacking side because of the
Definitely.
utility of the lockdown.
KJ's post
So-
plant is a lot stronger than anything post plant they have on their team.
That as well. I'll be interested to see if they try to feed the Killjoy player here a healthy dose of orbs. And 1788L is just tanking those recon dart. That recon
Absolutely
dart.
no fear.
He shoots the shock darts. Nelly Boy 18
Nelly
is in
getting
fast.
traded.
IDK gets the trade. Mac pushing up. Gonna try to fight, but the Viper Wall comes up. Can't get anything, but the spike will go down here, it looks like. Jack's pushing up to an aggressive position. We have Mac here in Nest. And a kill comes in from the attacking Viper. Will be traded out by Jex. Another 2 trades come through. We're left in the 2v2. Mac will get another. And that'll
And
leave
Mac
us in the
clutches the
2v1,
round.
and Mac will clean it up.
Mac is a frenzied demon.
That round went so fast as the attacking side.
We
will
saw
get their
we saw
7th
Mac on the
round.
frenzy in the first half as well, and he is able to perform so well with that frenzy.
He really has been, and I think last checked he was top of the leaderboard for this team.
I believe so. I believe Mac has been kind of spearheading the frags all game.
A lot of shutdowns on that defense on that A site, and now a shutdown on the offense on the A site. Looks like Mac just king of the A site right now as the attack's gonna force up here. Quick push coming towards A. And
Looks like Sova's using that
1788L
same
is
strategy.
caught in the middle of nowhere. He's gonna get tagged up heavily, but will survive. Jumps back out.
3 HP
as he runs away.
Oh
Nelly Boy
my!
18 scales into sight. There's a lot of defenders here, but they all have
Nelly
classics. And the
finding a
spray
pick
down
through
comes
the
through.
the wall.
Nelly Boy gets 2 as Tracente gets the trade. Mac trades back. It's a little rough here for the attackers with the better weapons. Tracente gets another with the Headhunter. Now it's a 2v2. This is winnable for the defense who was on the eco.
See if
Ezra,
Ezra can pull anything
both
off here.
players playing behind 410. Nanostorm will come in to buy time. The spike is down here. Tracente gets a third.
And ability's offline for a
That
few
leaves
seconds
Jester
here.
in the 1v2. Yeah, the abilities offline is huge here.
And
Can't get the Nanoswarm off, and
looks
Chex will
like he
clean
was
it up, and
struggling a
that's
little bit with target prioritization there. Kind
yeah,
of shot between the
both
two of them
players,
without getting any picks.
and both players get left on nearly nothing as the defense pulls through the Thrifty there, breaking back after losing the pistol round, and we're back even at 7-7.
Great play from defense that round, absolutely.
Tracente was huge there. I believe 3 frags, 2 with the Headhunter. Value of Chamber there. You know, we were talking about that Killjoy value on the attack side, the Chamber value on the defense, and in, you know, eco rounds there.
Absolutely.
Came through big.
Chamber's Headhunter is just pivotal on eco rounds. It's essentially like having a Guardian in your pocket.
Yeah, no 0 point came through to shut that down, so he was able to get 3 and win the round. As we have the attack side here pushing up, getting some presence
Sova
into
drone to get some
Belong.
info.
Got some control of the orb area, but they haven't been able to scale towards yellow, and the whole defense is pretty much rotating here. But Tracente will get the first pick again. We'll take the rendezvous out. IDK gets a follow-up. IDK will go down, though, but Neptune will get 2 more.
Neptune get a couple picks here.
Leaves Mac in the 1v4. Nothing
He's
but a
only got
sheriff. Goes for the reload. Tracente peeking out.
Mac
Gets the kill
finds
onto
one.
Tracente, and Neptune doesn't go for the peek there. Neptune, I believe, is low on hit points.
Mac
We'll
doesn't
swing
even,
out.
didn't even know Neptune was there. Neptune with 1 bullet left in the clip.
Mac tucked up behind the box. Gets turned on by Jackson. They'll bait and switch. Neptune will clean up the round. Neptune with 3, and that'll get another round on the board for the defense. A round going the expected way this time as they hold the anti-eco.
Yeah, this game is very close. It's anybody's game at this point still. The momentum is kind of shifting towards Team 2 as they're able to just clean up rounds, but we'll see what happens.
This is a big round for the attackers. If they can win this round, they're right back in it. But I feel like if they lose, go back on eco, suddenly find yourselves down 10-7 pretty quickly. It looks like Trisente is going to pull out the Tour de Force here on top of Electrical Box.
Jax,
The attacking side isn't over here. And there is a null command that is popped right immediately for the attackers as they're going to storm down B long here. IDK is the only one here to catch this. He's not going to be untradeable. He's got to be good for 1-2 here.
IDK picking up.
But that's...
Oh,
Neptune will get one as well. But because one of those picks was on the KO, they can get the KO back on his feet. But that will delay the spike plant as now we have the 3v3 here. With the attacking side putting down the Viper's Pit, trying to get the plant down. Defense set up around outside of it. The Molly from KO will come through to delay the plant further. Mac will get a pick on Trisente. Will that buy them the space they need? The drone comes through. Al drone from 1788L. Jax will get a pick on it, and that'll shut down the Viper's Pit, so that leaves us in the 2v2. And now the attackers might be thinking about rotating here, but Mac will get the pick. Now that leaves Jax in a 1v2. About half hit points. Ezra taps the spike. Mac holding. Ezra taps again.
Jax could get a pick here. Oh, no. Unfortunately, shut down by Mac pretty quickly.
That was a very back and forth round. It looked at times like the defense had that shut down. That big play from IDK from behind yellow and also the kill from the defensive Viper.
And honestly, Jax was in a good position to get them both. Ezra only had 50 HP to begin with. Couple of bullets to take him down and then spray transfer onto the KO. Could have got him the round, but unfortunately they just got picked off before they had the chance to shoot.
And the value of the null command and picking back up the attacking KO there really came through. As we got another fast hit coming towards A, perhaps Nellyboy18 immediately shut down with the Blade Storm.
His knives go back in his pockets, unable to pull him out for a few seconds. They're back up now. Slowly pushing onto site, being careful to check his corners.
He was trying to dodge his own team 0 point there.
We've all done
It's like,
it.
how? Again?
We've all
Already?
done it.
1788L is way pushed up here, but I think noted by Ezra. The attacking side's now
Nelly
sending 2 players this way. Nelly's whiffing everything.
All of the knives.
Ezra's also going to swing. Nobody can hit a shot right now, but finally Nellyboy18 will get the frag. And that's going to send the attack side running back towards B. IDK looks to be the only defender here. Trisente is going to catch the lurking Mac.
Great pick.
So 4v4. IDK, though, here, only defender on the B site as they hear the orb being taken. This should be the call for the rotates, but nobody's coming through. We'll see if IDK tries to phase here. I think it's tagged by the drone. He is going to swing on yellow. He's going to go down to Ezra. And the lockdown's going to go down on top of the spike. That should buy some time and space for the attack to set back up in this post plant as the defense has to fall back.
Defending team giving a lot of respect to the Killjoy ult here. Slowly pushing back onto site now. Getting spotted by the KJ turret, giving away its positioning.
That poison orb could be huge from the defense. Tap on the spike. Break of the nanostorms. Trisente gets one that gets traded back by Jester. I believe Trisente was there on the flake. Neptune gets one. Still 2 here for the attack side, and the time's getting low. Nellyboy18 will go down. Bang. That leaves Jester. Jester's way back here, and Jester doesn't seem to have a nanoswarm down. Jax is going to clean him up, but the spike diffuser does go down. There was a nanoswarm, and that'll win the round for the attackers. I thought the nanoswarms got broken. Perhaps a lineup came through. I think there was a lineup that came through, perhaps. Jester seemed sure of the round. Goes down, but secures the round. And that's going to force the defense onto a save here, it looks like. The economy is really, really bad for them as the attackers. Bit of light armor, but they should have 5 rifles coming in. Trisente is going to force up the rifle, perhaps. That should be most of the damage for the defense.
I'm excited to see what this round's going to bring.
1788L has been trying to land these shock darts all half. I think they know they're coming. I think they
Yeah,
figured
at
it out.
this point, you might want to save the shock darts for a little bit later into the round.
And it's going to be a quick scale in here from the attacking side. Ezra
pulling out
here,
the drone.
droning in, and this is going to, I think, be the trigger for the push through this Viper wall. Doesn't spot the
Ezra
player
not
lurking on
spotting-
default, and Trisente is going to get the first pick on the Nelly Boy 18, and there comes a pick out of Neptune. Mac will trade back, and the attacking Viper, we've got frags going everywhere. It's going to leave Ezra in the 1v2.
Ezra
Oh
with the
my
amazing
goodness,
head
that
tap
final
blind
shot.
through the wall. That was incredible. Ladies
That's
and gentlemen,
just-
we've got a game going.
That is just pure game sense there. I don't even think he saw anybody peeking him. I think he just took the shot.
That might have been wild
and
luck,
got
or
the
it might have
clean
been game
shot.
sense. Whatever it was incredible to watch.
That round went so fast, hardly could call that a clutch because it was a 1v2 for all of maybe 5 seconds. But it comes
Yeah.
through for Ezra and the
Ezra
attacking
just finding
side.
both picks seamlessly. His crosshair
And he-
just lining up with heads left and right.
And he bails out the attacking side, who almost got thrifty there. And now we've got a quick push coming into B, but there's a Viper's Pit there for the defense. And the attackers are tentatively starting to walk up. It's Trisente who get the first pick with the classic.
Vicente
Both
getting a
agents
lot of these
suppressed for
first
the
bloods.
defense. Neptune lurking with a rifle, and he's going to spray one down. All the attackers have walked into the
Running a
Viper's Pit,
second
and they're
one
low. He's
down.
going to get 2.
Can he find a couple more?
We've got the flank coming in now, and the attackers are now bottled up in B main. They're going to have to look for some
They're about
picks
to
to
get
get out of
pinched.
here, and Trisente and Neptune will push up and clean it up. And that will be a flawless round from the defense. And Trisente
Absolutely.
started that round with a classic.
Vicente has been doing a beautiful job of just pushing out and getting those first bloods, turning the round into a 4v5 almost immediately, granting an instant advantage to the defending team.
Couple of notable scorelines up here too. Both KO players heavily in the positives, 23 and 13 out of Mac on the attacking side, 17 and 9 out of Jax on the defense.
We can't leave Neptune out of this. Neptune absolutely
No, of
popping
course
off. Beautiful
20
play in
and
his Viper
13.
Pit last round.
And this now forces the attackers onto an eco round. So we're looking at 10-10 here, unless they can pull out a thrifty, which I am not writing off based on the way a few of these rounds have gone.
Absolutely. That Sova dart letting the defending team know pretty much exactly where most of the attacking team is at the moment.
1788L actually landed a pretty big shock dart there. I think knocked about 2 players down to half. Nelly Boy 18, you can see his health bar flashing up a couple times. Is about half health. I believe the attacking KO also about half health.
Neptune watching over mid in case of a rotate. There's a lot of util going out on A. So a rotate is likely.
1788L going on a bit of a walkabout. With this
He might be able to
poison
find
orb.
Mac.
Should catch Mac here. Ooh, doesn't. Mac's going to escape into 2. Mac just has a classic, though. You figure he goes down here. He's got enemies on all sides. But will that control? But that control's going to buy them space to get up on A, perhaps. It's just Trisente left defending A site right now, and the other 4 attacking players are scaling up. Mac will go down. The attacker is now scaling onto Trisente. He gets one in the rendezvous, is going to get him back into safety. And the
And the
lockdown
lockdown
comes
coming
in here
out.
on a thrifty round. The whole attacking side's on no health. And
Oh,
Trisente and
no.
Neptune will clean it
Flawless
up.
round.
Some question marks in chat, perhaps, about that use of the lockdown there. In a
Yeah, that
3v5.
seemed like a little bit of Hail Mary that just kind of didn't pan out.
A little overzealous, for sure. As that'll even us up, just as we said, the flawless round on the anti-eco. It was looking a little dicey, perhaps, with that 3v1, 4v1 even coming into Trisente, but he handles it. Rendezvous out after getting the first pick and comes back in to help clean up
Absolutely.
one more, as Neptune will get 2.
We're going into this
That'll tie
round
us up.
10-10. We've kind of been going back and forth on rounds.
See, the attacking side kind of needs this one. You figure their economy is probably weak again after losing a couple in a row, not getting too many spike plants.
Trisente getting rid of that
attack
owl
right there.
drone before it's able to tag anybody.
Attack side pops the null command, starts scaling up here. We got 5 pouring out of maze. First pick will go onto that null commanded KO from 1788L. Tricente's going to
pushing
go on
through
a
the wall and getting
walkabout
picked
through
off.
the wall and goes down. Ezra going for the res here, but should get killed by Neptune. And also, the
Neptune
Killjoy
throwing
player
a
gets
snake
shut down
bite.
as well. He gets the collateral. Now I'm going to finish off Mac. And that just leaves the attacking Viper, who's going on a journey through the rope. But 1788L, after putting the shock dart away, cleans it up. Jex is going to go for the defuse here. Looks like they're gonna
Giving
give
the
it to the
diffuse to
Viper.
Viper so she can get her ult online a little sooner. Oh, that was
Yeah, it
actually the
looks
last
like-
point she needed.
Yeah, it
So
looks like
we
Jax
might have a
is-
Viper pit online for the defenders next
Looks
round.
like Jax popped a null command in that round that we might have missed. The defenders will clean that up, and I am really interested to see. It looks like Vandal's coming in for the attackers. Maybe had a bit more money, maybe saved a bit harder on that previous eco than I thought.
And
I do
you'll
see a
love to see the
Spectre, a
new RGX
Bulldog.
blade coming out.
Absolutely, and it does look like a
It's
bit of a
spectacle to watch.
We got a bit of a scrape together buy here, a Spectre, a Bulldog. It looks like Nelly Boy 18 is going to be relying on that Blade Storm.
Yep, Blade
And the
Storm
Viper's
coming out
pick
right
coming in.
away.
Belong again. The Viper for the defense here has been farming these orbs. I think this is the third ult on Belong this half.
Absolutely, and it did a great job at forcing the attacking team to move.
IDK
Granting
goes
them
on
a pick in
walkabouts.
mid.
Well, IDK gets the first pick there, but gets traded off. Now the attack side. Trascente gets the first pick.
Trascente getting a
Trascente gets
double.
two from this E-box position, and he's still got his rendezvous set up behind him. And now with no KO, no chance, and the flanks coming in from Neptune, holding the attackers, and Neptune gets the first. Ezra here left in a 1v4, peeks out, trying to get the trade, and Jax is right
Unfortunately,
there.
Jax just finds the one tap effortlessly to secure the round, bringing this to 10-12. This is match point for the defending team.
Yeah, the attacking side just couldn't find any momentum there, and with that forced purchase last round, their money is probably not in great shape here.
No, but they do
going
have a
up
couple of
against match
ults.
point.
They've got Sova ult and Viper Pit. Hunter's Fury could be crucial here.
It looks like the attackers are going to call a timeout. Have to wonder if this is a player disconnect or
Maybe
exactly
it's
this is
a
for.
timeout to regroup and kind of formulate a plan, reset the mental, get the competitive juices flowing.
I gotta think that they've got to be looking back A here. They've been shut down on B long quite a few times, and they've really struggled to scale B and get the spike down. Trascente currently the only player with the defense set up on the B site. Though of course, the timeout active that could change before the round starts.
Yeah, there's still 8 seconds on the round. They could switch up some positionings here, get some more util down.
But Trascente has been a tough customer on the A site. Hard to kill, hard to trade out for sure with the rendezvous.
Absolutely. He's been getting these early picks almost every round.
And the attacking side has really struggled to trade him off as well.
Looks like our timeout is about to expire. All right, and we're back into the action. Just a few more seconds until we get to what could be the final round of this match.
This Poison Orb has been a staple on this map for both attack side Vipers.
Absolutely, just cutting off all vision in mid.
And it looks
allowing
like this is
Viper
actually
to get
going
a
to
free
be
push
play.
into tube if he wants.
Looks
Got
like they might be
Jax
thinking
holding
about.
belong.
Looks like they might be thinking about going under Neptune, holding that, as they are definitely going for the B split here. It looks like the call is for the mid players to explode out when the hit comes in from main. IDK
Possibly
shoulder
finding a
checking,
pick
shoulder
here.
peeking, gets the first look at Nelly Boy 18. No trade, no shots, no deaths come through. Just a little bit of damage. As the attackers slow down. Neptune gets the first pick on those players in mid, and it's going to get
IDK with
3-4 for the defense side. 5. That will
What
go
a final
quickly.
round. I think that
It
might have been
was
the quickest
nothing.
round of the match.
In terms of first kill to last, for certain, that round went from 10 alive to 5 dead on the attack side in fewer than 5 seconds. Looks like the attackers did try to get that explosive play on the B, and it just didn't pan out for them as they
Yeah.
go down here.
That was a really fun match to watch.
A lot of great moments, some good performances, especially out of both KO players.
I want to highlight how crucial Ezra was on that one round. It was a 2v1 for all of half a second as Ezra gets a pick, can't even see because of the Reyna blind, and hits an insane head tap through a box and through a blind.
That round did end up being huge come into the game, as I think we're going to hand it back to a break here.
I
And
believe
we
that
might
was
be
the
back
last
for another
match
map.
of the stream.
Last map.
I believe so.
And that will be our last map as we will sign off here.
Thank you all for coming out to watch the Combine matches. And I guess we're signing out here. Yeah, y'all have a great night. was a pleasure casting for you guys.
Dance with them,